All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying. Sit down, and we're going to let this man speak, and we'll get some scripture.
I think people should know this. Hospitals nationwide are letting go of people left and right. Something is seriously wrong, and not many people are talking about it. So we have a new budget plan, and it just might have some healthcare cuts. I mean, I don't think there'd be this many hospitals laying off this many people if they didn't see this coming. And I'm serious, just Google hospital layoffs, and you will see nothing but mass layoffs nationwide, everywhere. It just keeps going. Now, this courageous healthcare worker at the top here posted a video because she works in Delaware County, and they're letting everybody go at the hospital. And it's happening at all the hospitals around her hospital. And you should see people's comments. She went on to say, I'm a respiratory therapist working my last shift tonight at Taylor. We had a 3-day notice that we were losing our jobs for profit private equity firms. They have no place in healthcare. Another person said the closures are the result of actions by private equity firms. They accumulated substantial debt and diverted funds to dividends to pay investors. Basically, they took the money and filed bankruptcy. This is our healthcare system, people. So either these cuts are coming and they know it, and these equity firms are getting out now and running with the money, or something is massively up because there are layoffs nationwide. Every state, we could have a serious, serious problem here. I think people.
And we are going to have a serious problem. You can see it happening right now as we speak. The healthcare, the whole medical industry, not only is it corrupt, but it's being so overworked because of the lack of workers that the people who need help, who need medicine, they're going to just start dying off. And the people who are left over, they're going to get burnt out and they may quit and they may go to other places. You know, it's just going to be one big vicious cycle. Okay. And this is why, especially Apostle Elder Gabar, Tar, and, many other brothers have been emphasizing health. Okay. When you watch a lot of Apostle Gabar's videos now, that that beautiful man has his little 10-pound vest on and he's walking and edifying at the same time. Because the times that we're coming into, it would behoove all brothers in the truth to be in the best shape that they possibly can. Because when this system finally breaks, it's going to be hard to get into a hospital. It's going to be hard to get help. People who need help, okay, they have to set appointments 4, 6, and 8 months in advance just so they can get in. Okay, now more so than ever, it's very important for all brothers in the truth to take their health seriously. Man, I ain't saying you got to be in shape like some UFC fighter, all right, but just have yourself in some type of reasonable health. Okay, as the scripture says, uh, it talks about how bodily exercise profit little. Some It's in the New Testament. I could be wrong. Was it bodily exercise? All right, let me put it on pause and find it real quick. 1 Timothy 4 and 8. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. Okay. But the main thing it says, for bodily exercise profiteth little. It doesn't say not at all, it says a little. Okay. Because you need your body to do your basic things. Put your clothes on, walk to the store. Most importantly, do this work. Okay, so it's very important that we try to maintain some, I guess for lack of a better phrase, reasonable portion of health. Because it says, the scripture also tells us that, how is it worded? Uh, was it like a body, like a sound body, or health is above all riches? Let me try to see if I can find it real quick. All right, Ecclesiasticus 30, and I'm going to start at 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. It says, health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. It says, there is no riches above a sound body, right? Because you got guys, people out here, thinking that they can just do whatever they want and abuse their bodies. And then when the doctor tells them, we got to cut off your toes because you're diabetic, then that's when they want to get in shape. All right. And this is not only Jake, this is many people. Okay. It takes them having 2 and 3 heart attacks to be like, you know what? I think I want to get my life together now. But at that time, it's too late. Now you done got 2 stents. All right. You on Lasix, which is a diuretic. All right. You're permanently dependent on Lantus and metformin that will help sugar into your system to be used when you got diabetes. All right. A lot of people want to get right when it's too late. And see, we're about to enter a time where if you don't take care of yourself, you are done. If you're going to call yourself trying to take care of your body and it's too late in the time that we're entering in, where all these healthcare professionals and hospitals are laying off people, it's going to be a wrap. It says, and no joy above the joy of the mind or the heart, which is your mind. It says, death is better than a life of continued sickness. All right. And you have many people who are in a position of continual sickness and they rely on this system to take care of them. But with all these people being laid off everywhere, it's not one of those things where it's like, I got laid off here and then maybe I'll go somewhere else and get hired. No. Okay. The same place that you might meet these nurses and doctors or physicians assistants and nurse practitioners, all these places that they may be trying to go to get a better job, someone just probably got fired from there. Okay. So it's going to get real bad out here. Okay. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, brothers, we need to make sure that we take care of ourselves while the Lord has given us some strength and some reasonable portion of health to do so. Okay. I know brothers may not be able to get to a gym or get to a calisthenic part, but just do what you can. If it's walking, walk. Okay. If you can manage to do some push ups, do that. All right. If it means that every blue moon you might have to fast or just do 1 meal a day, do that. Do what it takes for you to keep and maintain some reasonable portion of health, because as scripture says, man, our body is the temple for the spirit. Okay. Your body is not your own. It was purchased. It came at a cost. Okay, so you owe it to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to keep yourself in some type of physical condition where you have a reasonable portion of health, because this thing is only going to get worse. Okay, do we have faith that the Lord will sustain us? Yes, but we also need to do our part as well. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. To the next time, we're going to say Shalom.